run and you'll live, at least a while. And dying in your beds many years from now, would you be willing to treat all the days from this day to that for one chance, just one chance to come back here and tell our enemies that they may take our lives, that they will not take our lives of our unborn children, because we will fight for freedom!
Give it up for Merrion Sq!
Merrion Sq, everybody! Let's go! In here, come on! Woo! So, if I could ask everyone in the crowd maybe to take 3 or 4 steps forward. It's just there's so many people at the back that sit around the corners who can't see any screen or any stage, and they've walked a long way as well. So we want everyone to just move forward a little bit. I'm sorry there's so many of you. Hashtag sorry, not sorry. So everyone just keep moving forward. No squashing, obviously. We keep it as comfortable and safe as possible. But just take 3 or 4 steps forward just so we can let the others around the corner. Well done.
Okay, folks, so we're asking you to be so generous, to dig deep and to give to the stewards who are going around with collection buckets. The rally costs so much to put on each year, so please be generous. Next, I'd like to invite you to join Precious Light, to join Youth Defence, to join up with the movement that has continued to keep Ireland largely abortion-free in this country. We need you now more than ever. Tens of thousands of lives for generations to come depend on what we will do in the next 9 months. So please step up to the plate. Right now, along the side to my left, there are people walking down with bumper stickers. Folks, there are 80,000 people here today. 80,000 from every corner of Ireland. So, with that in mind, as these bumper stickers are being passed out and you're passing them along your line, please take one. Please put it on your car. We have to keep the pro-life message visible and in the public eye. Please, for 9 months until a referendum occurs, put it on your car.
You're right. Get the bumper sticker.
If even 5 cars see us 80,000, that's 400,000 people. And we're going to reach a lot more than 400,000 people just with those bumper stickers. Please take one, put it on your car. The lives of human beings are worth it. So, next up, and in that vein, I'd like to introduce a very special woman who's part of a very special group indeed. It's called Every Life Counts. Every Life Counts is made up of families who have brought their children with life-limiting conditions to birth. Often these stories are so harrowing and heartbreaking, and I'd like to welcome up Vicky Wall to the stage to share with us her story.
Hi everyone! First of all, I just want to say something that's not on my page. I've never done anything like this before. Strangers for the past hour. You're amazing. This is just amazing. Anyway, I see your chef was home, so. I'm Vicky Wall, and me and the other mothers were part of a group called Every Life Counts. And I'm going to tell you about my daughter Leah, who was taken by me in 2014. I found out I was pregnant. It was unplanned, but it was very, very welcome. And we decided at our 20-week scan that we would find out if we were having a blue or a pink. We were so excited, and the midwife was scanning for a long time, and I didn't care because I could see my little baby, and she was kicking and chewing her fingers and so happy in there. And I was in awe. It was amazing. The midwife then said to me, "Your baby seems to have a problem with her feet." And I just said, "Not worried, what kind of problem?" And she said both her feet seemed to have talipes, which she explained was club feet. I'm ashamed to say that my first thought was, oh no, she'll have to wear horrible shoes. Followed by, I know that can be easily fixed with physio or an operation. She carried on scanning and I was not worried about her little feet that I thought we could get fixed. Then she said there was a problem with her cord and it only has 2 vessels instead of 3. Again, my brain thought, she's fine. We got this far in 23 weeks. If she needs to be born soon, she'll be absolutely fine. To be honest, I thought the midwife was being picky. So again, I said, that's fine. I'll still take her like that. She'll do me the finest. She looked at me and she said, Vicky, it looks like there might be a genetic problem with your baby. And this is when her worried look hit home that this was serious. I then asked her what we were having, what was my baby, and she said a girl. So there and then we named her Leodin. It turns out Leodin had trisomy 18, which is Edwards syndrome, and it is life-limiting. This was such a scary time. I knew nothing about this condition, and of course I Googled it and saw images that terrified me even more. A top consultant here in Dublin said that our only option was to pop to England. Ending Leodin's life was never an option for us. She was our daughter. She was our daughter, she was our granddaughter, she was a baby sister, she was a niece, and she was a cousin. How could we not give her a chance to show us how far she come? Doesn't everyone deserve that chance? I think about how my older children would have felt if I had ended Leodin's life. What would that have taught them about life, love, family? Would they have thought, if they ever got really sick or had to go into a wheelchair, would I give up on them? No, I wouldn't, and I wouldn't give up on Leodin. The 8th Amendment protects mothers as well as babies. I'm not going to lie to you. At times I felt I couldn't take another day of not knowing how things were going to turn out, not knowing if she'd kick again that day. I was feeling bitter. Why would this happen to me? My baby, my family. She was so wanted. She didn't deserve not to live. On these days, my bad days, the AIDS protected me. They protected me and they protected Leodin. Because I worry that if a doctor offered to end her life when I was that distressed, would I have done it? Would I have given